ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. In this video, let us examine how to communicate in relationships in life. See, one seeker has asked a master this question: Master, I know that my loved ones are doing certain things which will bring them harm, but they are doing it because of certain conditioning that has gone into them. So, how do I convince them not to do it? Please clarify. Then the master answered like this: My dear, now please tell me honestly. You have been hearing me for quite some time, and did you become completely transformed? So the answer you know yourself pretty well. You see, it is like this: the sculptor knows that there are certain pieces of stone where on the first hammer it will chip off. The sculptor also knows that there are pieces of stones where he cannot hammer it and chip it into one shot. He has to keep hammering it gently, slowly, maybe 100 times, maybe 120 times, before he gets that small chip off there. So, if he gets restless and hammers, he will break the stone. So, like I told you earlier, areas where you are ready for a transformation, in those areas one experience is enough and you will get transformed. Areas where you are not ready for a transformation, you have gone too much in one direction for quite a long time. For example, people who have sought spirituality intellectually and suddenly to bring them into the feeling domain, saying that it is not about knowing about God, is different from knowing God. See, knowing about God is different from knowing God. You have gone too much in the direction of wanting to know about God. So, you are full of knowledge, but you have no experience. To shift such kind of people from there to there, if they are not ready, it is going to take a lot of time. It is not going to happen immediately. So remember, the law of transformation says there is a point at which quantitative change becomes qualitative change, and at that point change becomes transformation. There is a point at which quantitative change becomes qualitative change, and at that point only change becomes transformation. So I am boiling the water. So the water is still not boiling. See, there is no sign there. See, if it is a regular gas stove, and if it is not the induction stove, it is not showing any signs. So I will have to in fact check whether water is boiling or not, because it is not showing any sign. So one bubble here, one bubble there, maybe it is working, maybe it is still 90 degrees centigrade. Continue to keep it there. So then again it comes to 92 degrees, 95 degrees, 98 degrees, 99 degrees. You know now something is happening, but still it is water only. 99.9 degrees, it is still water. 99.9 to 100 degrees, and you can see the steam everywhere. There is a point at which quantitative change becomes qualitative change, and at that point change becomes transformation. And you don't know that what is that point. So there is at one point it happens. See, like water, the water gets boiled, and at 100 degrees it becomes steam, like that. So recently in a satsang conversation, somebody said, if only I had met this person right in the beginning, I would have had a lot more clarity. And the master told him, no, all the people you met before prepared you for this person. See, if you have heard this person first also, still one of those people whom you met right now only would have created the change in you, because everybody else were preparing your mind, and then your mind was prepared. See, at that point when whatever this person spoke, in a moment it happened, it hits you. See, for example, some of you sitting here will get prepared by me, and you will find some teacher out there in the world in whose hands you will get transformed. You will give him the entire credit. But understand, I prepared you for him. I did the plowing, He planted the seed. You see the sprout and you will give him the credit. But it is also true, a lot of you feel, I came to master and my life changed. So, a lot of people have already prepared you and sent you here. I happened to be the one who was planting the seed. They had already done that. You came to be ready here. So, those of you who are getting transformed, that is because you came to be in readiness. See, I want to know what is the role of fate. I have heard one of the teachers say he will ask for one more person and then one more person like that. But when he is ready, he does not need another teacher to discuss this subject again. So once he hears this and transformation happens in that very instance, it is a question of readiness for which the entire transformation happens. So the entire 5 minutes was for preparing the water. For that 1 minute in which water gets transformed to steam in that instance. So you will have to go through the entire process. That is why I always say, with a lot of credit to the father of nation, we give enormous credit to Mahatma Gandhi for Indian independence. But please understand, a lot of people prepared the Britishers for Gandhi to happen. If all this had not happened, Gandhi alone could not have done this. So, but everything, Gandhi happened to be that 99.9 degrees to 100 degrees centigrade. So the country was ready to follow. The Britishers were receptive. They already plundered and there was not much to plunder here anymore. So everybody was ready for this whole shift to happen. So what I am trying to say is, there is a point at which the quantitative change creates qualitative change, and only at that point change can become transformation. There is this phrase for transformation, and it is called long enough. So everything, Master said, I am exercising, but I am not seeing any results. So the Master says, are you exercising long enough? So Master says, I am trying to sit in the seat of silence or meditation, but still thoughts are coming. A disciple asked the Master. Then the Master said, are you sitting in that seat of silence long enough. So I am trying to explain to people whatever they are doing is going to harm them. They are not understanding. See, what you are telling is this thing. I am trying to explain, but they are not understanding. I am trying to explain what they are doing is going to harm them, but they are not understanding. Is it not? So, have you tried to explain them long enough? So, change becomes transformation only when you communicate consistently long enough. So, thank you all.